Hello dear friends, welcome to Royal Palace PU College online classes. Dear friends, today in this session we shall start with the topic that is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, and we shall continue with the problems related to our exercise 1.1. Okay dear friends, let us move on with the next problem. Let L be the set of all lines in xy plane. Okay, let L be the set of all lines in xy plane and R be the relation on L. Okay, and R be the relation on the L, where L means what it is? It is a set of all lines in xy plane. Defined by, it is very important, defined by R equal to L1 comma L2 such that L1 is parallel to what he has given? L2. L1 is parallel to L2. Show that what he has given? R is an reflexive relation. Show that what it is? R is an reflexive relation. Let us continue with it. Reflexive means what? Show that R is an equivalence here. Equivalence means what, dear friends? It is both reflexive, symmetry and transitive. Then only we say it is an equivalence relation. I will repeat once again, dear friends. Equivalence relation means it should satisfy all the three conditions. What are those? Reflexive, symmetry and transitive. Now let us check out one by one. So now the first one, that is reflexive. Xi V. What do you mean by reflexive first of all here? Reflexive means A belongs to R. Okay, the same elements A comma A belongs to R we have. Now here what we have to take here, let us take it as L comma L we shall take. L comma L belongs to R here. Why we are taking L here? Because L we shall take it as set of all lines here. Okay, line. Now here we have to observe that implies every line is parallel to itself, is parallel to itself. Therefore, that means what here? It is reflexive. Since every line is parallel to itself and we are making use of this condition. Why? Because L1 is what it is? L1 is parallel to L2 here. Okay. Now, therefore, relation R is reflexive. Relation R is reflexive. The first condition, that is reflexive. Now let us move on with the next one, that is symmetry. Okay. Now what do you mean by this symmetry here? Let us observe here. Symmetry means what? Okay. Let, that is L1 comma L2 belongs to R. What does it means, dear friends? It means that L1 is parallel to L2. L1 is parallel to L2 he has mentioned. Therefore, since okay, let us take these two lines, that is L1 and L2. L1 is parallel to L2, that implies L2 is also parallel to L1 here. Okay, that is, and L2 is also parallel to L1. L2 is also parallel to L1. That implies what we can say here? What is this condition? What does it says? That is L2 comma L1 also belongs to R. That means what it is? If L1 L2 belongs to R, that implies what we have now? L2 comma L1 belongs to R. Therefore, what we can say here? What we can conclude? R is symmetry. R is symmetric. Okay, dear friends. Now the last condition, very very important. What is that? Transitive. Now what do you mean by transitive here? Transitive means what? That we shall say first of all. Transitive means what here? A comma B. If A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, that means we should have both here. If A comma C belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, that implies what we should have? A comma C should also belongs to R. Okay, that is first and the last. Here the second element, here the second order pair should belongs to the first element, second element here. A comma B, then starting with B only. B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C belongs to R we should have. Then only we say it is an transitive. Okay. Now let us observe according to the given condition. What is the given condition here? He has given that L1 is parallel to L2, L1 comma L2. Let us take it as if L1 comma L2 belongs to R. Okay. What he has given? L1 comma L2 belongs to R he has given, and L2 comma L3 belongs to R. Okay. L1 comma L2 belongs to R. What does it means? L1 comma L2 belongs to R means what? A line L1 is parallel to what it is? L2. That I shall write here. That is, or that implies L1 is parallel to L2. And here what does it means here? And L2 is parallel to L3. L2 comma L3 belongs to R means what? L2 is parallel to L3 it means. And L2 is parallel to L3. Now what does it mean? See, it is very simple thing. Let us take it as in L1. It is an L2 here. Okay, this is an L3. L1 is parallel to L2. Okay. L2 is parallel to L3. That means what we can conclude? L1 is parallel to L3 we can conclude here. Okay dear friends, pay attention here. That is, that implies L1 is parallel to L3. Now what does it means? That implies L1 comma L3 belongs to what it is? Belongs to the set R. Belongs to the set R. That is relation. Now here L1 comma L3 belongs to R, we arrive at the result. First of all, what we have taken? If L1 comma L2 belongs to R and L2 comma L3 belongs to R, that implies what we got? L1 L3 belongs to R. Therefore it is transitive. Therefore R is transitive. Therefore R is transitive. Now we can observe that the relation R, given the relation R, is both is reflexive, symmetry and transitive. If it is all these three things, means what we can say? Therefore R is equivalence. Therefore R is equivalence. Therefore R is an equivalence relation. Okay. Now let us move on with the next problem. Now what is the next problem here? It is very similar to the first problem here. What he has given, dear friends, show that the relation R defined on set A. Now what do you mean by set A here? The set of all triangles given by, defined by R equal to T1 comma T2 such that T1 is similar to what he has given? T2. T1 is similar to T2. That means what? What is the T here? Capital T means what? It means triangle. Triangle T1 is similar to T2. Okay, is an equivalence relation we require to show. Okay, so now same as it is, equivalence relation means first of all what we require to show? We require to show that it is both, all the three. It should satisfy all the three. That is reflexive, symmetry and transitive. Okay dear friends, pay attention. First of all we shall start with a reflexive relation. Now what do you mean by reflexive here? What do you mean by reflexive here? Let us observe. Now see here, let us take here, let T1 comma T, okay, T comma, or else we can T comma T belongs to R. What do you mean by this here? T comma T belongs to R. T is similar to T. That means every triangle is similar to itself. Triangle is similar to itself. Therefore reflexive. Therefore R is reflexive. Okay dear friends, now the first condition is over. Now second one, that is symmetric. Symmetric. Now what do you mean by symmetric here? Symmetric means what? If let T1 comma T2 belongs to R. This means what? T1 comma T2 belongs to R means what here? T1 is similar to T2. That implies T1 is similar to T2. That means triangle 1 is similar to triangle 2. So now here, see here, if triangle T1 is similar to T2, that implies T2 is also similar to C1, also similar to T1. Now it is very clear. That means what we got here? We got here that is T2 comma T1, what it is? Belongs to R. T2 comma T1 belongs to R, we got. T1 T2 belongs to R. That implies T2 comma T1 also belongs to R. That implies what we can say? Therefore R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Okay, it is a very simple thing. Now let us observe the third condition. What is the third condition to say it is an equivalence? We should satisfy transitive relation. Okay. Now what do you mean by transitive here? Let us observe. Transitive. Now what is the transitive? Let us observe here. Dear friends, pay attention. Let if T1 comma T2 belongs to R and T2 comma T3 also belongs to R. Here this is and here T1 T2 belongs to R and T2 T3 belongs to R. Now I will write it. What do you mean by T1 comma T2 belongs to R? According to the given relational definition. What he has given? T1 is similar to T2 he has provided here. So I will write it. That implies T1 is similar to T2 and here and the second one T2 T3 belongs to R, that is T2 is similar to T3 and T2 is similar to T3. So now what we observe here, therefore what we get, T1 is similar to T3. T1 is similar to T3. Now what do we mean by this? T1 is similar to T3 means T1 comma T3 belongs to what it is? R, belongs to R. If it is belongs to R, that means what we can say here? T1 T2 belongs to R, okay, and T2 T3 belongs to R. There it implies T1 comma T3 also belongs to R. Therefore dear friends, what do you say here? That implies R is transitive. R is transitive. That means here it satisfies all three conditions, that is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay dear friends, okay, it is also an important problem asked in your question paper. Please pause the video to note it down. Okay dear friends, now let us start with the next problem. So what he has given the next problem? Show that the relation R defined on the set A equal to x belongs to z. That means what it is? X takes all the integer values. Okay, 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 12 by, he has defined the R by a comma b such that what it is, mod of a minus b, modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4. Modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4, is an equivalence relation, Equivalence means similar to the previous problem, we have to show that it is both, it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, all of the three things. Now let us write down the R once again. What is the given relation here? That is a comma b, okay, such that here what he has given, mod of a minus b is multiple of 4. Now what do you mean by multiple of 4 here? For example, I will give an example. Here the value for a and b, it takes between 0 to 12 here. For example, here I can write it as 0 comma 4, that is a minus b you can take. For example, 0 minus 4, the value will be 4 only, and it is a multiple of 4 here, Similarly, you can take 4 comma 0 also, nothing wrong in that. Then you can take it as 1 comma 5 you can take, okay, 2 comma 6 you can take, 3 comma 7 you can take, and so on. Okay dear friends, now let us begin with the problem. The first one is reflexive, okay, that is reflexive relation. Now what do you mean by reflexive here? Let us take an example here, okay. For every a belongs to the set A, for every set A belong, okay, small element A belongs to the set A, we have a minus a, what is the value? 0 only. Again 0 is a multiple of 4, 0 into 4, that is 0 only. A minus a is a multiple of 4. A minus a is a multiple of 4. Okay, that means what we can say, a comma a belongs to R, that is a minus a, that is 0, belongs to R. Therefore what we can say, therefore R is reflexive. Therefore R is an reflexive relation. Now the next one, that is transitive, that is symmetric. Now the next one, that is symmetric. Now what do you mean by symmetric here? That we shall observe here. So first of all, symmetry means what here? We are having a comma b belongs to R. That implies what we should have? B comma a should also belongs to what we should have? R. Okay, that is nothing but the condition for reflexive, that we shall take here. Now we shall observe here, let a comma b, okay, let a comma b belongs to R. Now what do you mean by this a comma b belongs to R here? A comma b belongs to R means a minus b is a multiple of 4 here. A minus b is a multiple of 4. That implies mod of a minus b, okay, is multiple of 4. Multiple of 4 is a multiple of 4. Dear friends, since it is a multiple of 4, what I can write here is mod of a minus b, or else a minus b equal to plus or minus 4k I will take, okay, or else you can write it as mod of a minus b equal to 4k, okay, that is a minus b is a multiple of 4 means that's why I taken 4 into k, where k belongs to z, for some k belongs to z here. Why? Because why we have taken k as z here? Because x belongs to an integer here and it is between 0 to 12 here. Okay friends. Now here, since we have a minus b, what we require to show? We require to show it is symmetric. So what we have to take now is, that implies, can I write as minus of b minus a here, okay, minus of b minus k equal to 4k for some k belongs to integers. Now here minus of mod. So what is the property of this modulus? To make negative as positive here. So therefore what we get here, that is b minus a mod of b minus k equal to 4k for some, okay, what you can write? For some k belongs to the integer z here. Now we can observe here, that implies, so b minus a equal to 4k. Now what we had seen here, a minus b is a multiple of 4, a minus b equal to 4k here, and then that implies a comma belongs to R. What we can write here, that is b minus a is multiple of 4. Multiple of 4 means what I can write here, b comma a belongs to R. Now what we had arrived here, we had arrived to the result that if a comma b belongs to R, if a comma b belongs to R, then b comma a is also belongs to R. There it implies, okay, therefore what we can conclude, a comma b belongs to R, that implies b comma a also belongs to R. What we can conclude, therefore R is symmetric, okay, R is symmetric. Now the last condition, that is transitive, that we shall observe here. Transitive. Now what is the definition of this transitive? The definition of the transitive says that if a comma b belongs to R and b comma c belongs to R, both should be there. That implies what we can write here, a comma c belongs to what we have, a comma c belongs to R here. Dear friends, that we shall take now. So now first of all what we can take here, let a comma b belongs to R and b comma c belongs to R, we shall take here. A comma b belongs to R, what does it means by the definition? By the definition it says that mod of a minus b is multiple of 4, I will write here. That implies mod of a minus b is multiple of 4, multiple of 4, and here b comma c belongs to R. So what we can write here, that is mod of b minus c is multiple of 4 and b minus c is a multiple of 4. Now what do you mean by this? I can write it as mod of a minus b equal to 4k, and here I can write as mod of b minus c, I can write as 4l, okay, where k and l belongs to z here. Dear friends, where k and l belongs to the integer z, for some integer, okay. Now here this property I can write as a minus b equal to plus or minus 4k, I can write. Pay attention regarding this property, okay, and here I can write as b minus c equal to 4l for some k comma l belongs to z here. That means here, dear friends, I will add these two, okay, I will add these two. What I will get here, that is a minus b plus of b minus c equal to, okay, equal to, again I am writing plus or minus. Why I am writing plus or minus? Because of this modulus. If you are taking modulus means, if you want to remove that modulus, compulsory we have to write as plus or minus, then only we can remove the modulus here. Now equal to plus or minus 4 of, okay, 4 of, I will take common k plus L. Why? Because I am adding it. Now you can open the bracket, what we get here, a minus b plus b, okay, minus c equal to plus or minus 4, okay, plus or minus 4 k plus L, okay. That implies what we get now, that is a minus c equal to plus or minus 4 into bracket k plus L here. Now what do you mean by, dear friends, what do you mean by this a minus c equal to 4 k plus L? It is an any integer here. Now see here, we will come back again, a comma b belongs to R, means what, a minus b is a multiple of 4 we had written, okay. This means what, a minus b equal to 4k. Now what we got now, a minus c equal to plus or minus 4 of value we got. See here, a minus b equal to plus or minus 4 of something we got. That means what I can write to this, I can write to this as mod of a minus c equal to 4 of, for some integers, equal to some integer, or else I can directly write it as a minus c is a multiple of 4. Multiple of 4 means what here, a comma c belongs to R. Now what do we have arrived here, we had arrived that if a comma b belongs to R and b comma c belongs to R, that implies what we got, a comma c belongs to R. A comma c belongs to R means what it is, it is transitive. Therefore R is transitive, okay. If R is transitive, reflexive, symmetric, that means what we can say, we can say that the relation R here is nothing but our equivalence relation, okay dear friends. That is enough for today. In the next session we shall start with the next problems related to this particular topic. So please pause the video to note it down.